In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make homemade butter, so stick around. You don't need a fancy butter churner to make homemade butter. The only utensil you will need is a handheld mixer and a bowl. We're going to go ahead and jump right in. I have 2 cups heavy whipping cream. Pour that into the bowl. So we have 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, and we have our handheld mixer. That's going to take about 15 minutes for the butter to begin to churn. I have some cling wrap that I'm going to cover the bowl with, and the reason why you need some cling wrap is because as you begin to mix this, the heavy whipping cream will begin to splatter. So this is just to protect ourselves. If you wanted to, you could get a dish towel and cover the bowl with a dish towel. And that's the reason why I have this large bowl. You're probably wondering, why does she need a large bowl with just that little bit of liquid? Well, because it will begin to splatter around the edges. And so this is just to kind of protect yourself there, okay? I have my handheld mixer. I'm going to start it on high and just start blending. At some point, you're going to begin to see the stiff peaks form, as if you were creating whipping cream, homemade whipping cream, but we're going to go beyond that. You got to keep whipping it. I'm going to kick that up a notch. Not sure if you can see the splatters, but that's why you need to cover the bowl. So I'm going to stop here for a minute because I want you to see how this is beginning to form. The liquid is beginning to thicken, and it's going to start turning into what could potentially be Cool Whip, but we're going to take it beyond that point until the liquid begins to separate from the cream. That is one of the benefits of having a butter churner, is it's completely enclosed and it prevents the splatters. But I priced one of those things and it was $27 without tax. Not everybody can afford a butter churner. And why bring another gadget into your kitchen if you don't need one? You see how thick that's becoming already? It's real thick already. We're going to keep mixing. You're going to begin to see that buttermilk separate from the cream. You can kind of see the color changes too a little bit. The heavy whipping cream comes out of the container like a cream color, almost white, but it's beginning to turn a little more yellow. You may not want to do this on arm day. This is where the butter has separated. Once you get everything separated, you can remove your covering. We're going to scrape down the sides. You see how the buttermilk has separated from the butter? All this is usable. You can use this for buttermilk pancakes, for homemade buttermilk biscuits. All this is usable. Do not discard that. What we want right now is the butter. And I'm going to get my hands dirty. You want to squeeze that out. You want to rinse this butter under cold water until it runs clear. If you wanted to add a little salt, Celtic salt preferably, you could do that. I prefer unsalted butter. I'm going to run this under some cold water and then we'll be ready to store it. There's numerous ways that you can store your butter. If you are prepared to use the butter right away, you could put it in an open container like this, and it comes with a butter knife. You also have something like this that comes with the lid, but this wouldn't be very practical unless the butter is hardened. That's where a silicone container comes in. I got this off of Amazon. It comes with a lid that you can cover. You would just put the butter in here, put it in the freezer or the fridge, let it harden. And then once it becomes hardened, then you could take it out and put it in something like this, allow it to become room temperature, and then it'll be ready for use. But I got this off of Amazon. I will put a link down below if you would like to purchase something like this. My personal favorite is this. I actually got this one off of Amazon as well. It comes in multiple colors, and it also comes with a little knife to spread. You would put the butter in on this side, put a little water in here, and there's like a little line in here where you would fill it up to that little line, and that helps to preserve the butter. And you can put this on your countertop, or you can keep it in the fridge, whichever you prefer. I will caution you, you have to change the water every 2 days so that the butter doesn't go bad, but it is a nice little decorative piece. I'll put a link down below for this one as well. Let me show you how I put the butter in here. So you're going to put it on this side. This is the side that you're going to put the butter in. And you don't want to have it hanging down over. You want to, because you don't want the butter to touch the water. So I just put it in there, kind of smooth it around a little bit. If you want it, you could use a little spatula. But just put the butter in there like this. I love this container. I use it quite a bit. I think that's good enough. And then I have some water here. I don't think you can see it, but if you can, there is a little line on the inside of this container, and it shows you where to fill it up to. So I'm going to fill it up to that line. You don't want to go above the line because then the water will come into contact with the butter. You take it, flip it up, put it in there like that. There you have it, homemade butter. All you need is a handheld mixer, a bowl, heavy whipping cream, something to store the butter in, and about 15 or 20 minutes of your time. If I can do it, so can you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, share, be sure to set your notifications, and meet me back here on the next Soul Food Reimagined. That took longer than it should have. Oh my gosh. This is work, y'all. This is work. Oh my gosh. I didn't even have all my utensils out, but I got it done. And I hope y'all hit that notification button, subscribe, like, and share.